So what do you do when your door won't open from the inside or the outside? All right, so while I'm messing with this turd box, I'm gonna go ahead and make a little how-to video on the rear door problem on these cars. This is the third 88 to 91 sedan that I've owned where the back doors, one or the other, wouldn't open. And it's not just because the door lock button gets broken off, because they all seem to break. There's something in the mechanism inside the actual latch that won't allow the door to open. So I think I'm gonna end up having to take the door panel off inside the car and reach in there and try to release the door and replace broken mechanisms or whatever is broken in there. So we're gonna get into that right now. The door lock button was actually broken off. I took a pair of pliers and pulled it up so I could make sure that it was unlocked, but it still won't open. It's the same story from the outside. And at first I thought that it was the child lock, but that's not what that is, because the outside door handle doesn't work either. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the window crank and the trim bezels around this, and we're gonna pop this whole door panel loose and take it off while it's still in the car. And the door mechanism is back here, and we're gonna try to release the door and get it open. There is a screw back here, right on the edge of the door panel, that you can't even get your finger on. So there's no way to get that screw out easily, but I'm gonna show you how to do it. So you take the back seat out, right? This panel here will pull off. If you just pull on it, see, it will come loose. Now you've gained access to that screw. Okay, so there's a couple different tools you can use to get this screw out. The first one here is just a Milwaukee right angle driver. I think Home Depot still sells these. It was like 30 bucks. I've had this one for like 50 years, so it's kind of old, but it gets in there. You put the little bit right in there and you can get, you know, a screw gun or whatever and get right to your screw. And it's real shallow, so that could do it. But I actually prefer this Matco set right here. This is like a shallow reach ratcheting screwdriver set, and it has all these bits, and you can see it is really, really shallow. So you can get into really tight places with this. And obviously you can see I can get to the screw here easily. Just take that screw out, and then the door panel will come off inside the car. You have to pry up on the edges and pull it towards you. And then once you get all these clips out all the way around, it lifts up, it'll lift off, and you can get the door panel off without opening the door. And there you go. Now you can access the mechanism and get the door open. And after you get the door open, it's really easy to fix. I'll show you that in a minute. We can see what's really going on in here. You can see that this is still connected and that this is still connected. It's just not doing anything. I don't know what's going on there, but you should be able to get in there to unlock it, or get it open at least, and make it a little easier to work on. There is the interior door handle. You can see it's moving, but it's not really doing anything. And now I'm gonna run the thing for the outside latch with my finger, and see it's not doing anything. And as you can see, the child lock is not on. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure this is the door lock from the inside. See, it's working, but it's stuck. Like, here we go. Now I'm gonna get this door open. Watch this. This is the interior lock. That's locked. And if I do this, push it with my finger, now got the door open. Look at that. I think the actual problem is the interior door lock, or the lock itself is not unlocking all the way. I think really the fix is to just lubricate it and maybe just clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to take this lock mechanism out and I'm going to clean it up and make sure everything's adjusted properly, and then we're going to put it back in and test it. Alright, now that we've got the mechanism out, we can really kind of take a look and see what's going on. And you can see, look, it's getting stuck. I have to kind of push it back. So it's basically the mechanism's it's really sticky. So I think the best bet for fixing this is really just to clean it up and oil it. Alright, so check this out. Just cleaning it and blowing everything out, look at how much better this thing moves. That's just getting the dirt out, right? So I would recommend probably just spraying it down with WD-40. For the purpose of this video, I actually don't have any WD-40. I found this old 3-in-1 household oil. I think that was invented probably like the day after metal was invented. But it says here you can lubricate. It says you can polish with it. So you can, hey, you could use this to clean your car and polish the paint, probably. Okay, so it's been 3 months since I filmed the first part of that video, but I wanted to come back and finish it out and show you guys that we did put it back together and it does work perfectly. The door handle is functioning as it should. The door opens like butter. Everything is fine. I did replace the outside door handle because it was cracked, but that was not the problem. The problem was the dirt in the mechanism. So if you guys have this problem, I would say all you have to do is either just oil it as it's in the door, or like in my case, I took it apart and cleaned it because I wanted to make sure. But literally, I think you just take the door panel off, spray some oil on it, and just kind of work it a little bit, and it would probably free up, and you'd be just fine, and you wouldn't have any more problems. So that is that. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope this helps somebody. And if you like the video, hit the like button, I guess, subscribe, whatever you want to do, it's fine. But I will see you in the next video. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna weld, or god damn it. I actually don't have any WD-40. I'm gonna use this 1982 household oil right here. Damn it. This mechanism down. God damn, man. Okay, so it's literally been 3 months. Might be able to get by with just lubricating the mechanism. All, you know, this car is, it's the video, god damn it. God damn it. The door handle, god dang, man, this is fucking bullshit.